Welcome to episode number 92 of the 5 Letters podcast. You got Cam, you got Bez, it's myself, Yels. Let's get into it. The 5 Letters podcast. Yes, and we're back, episode 92. Yeah, Cam, Bez, Cam, talk to me. How's life? How's the 2 weeks been? We're recording a bit early, so I guess it's a little bit less than 2 weeks. But how's things been?
Yeah, it's been alright. I haven't done too much last few weeks. Went to the cinema one of the days, watched Monkey Man. I went to Shoreditch, a place called Old Town Records in Shoreditch, or like Old Town. Have you been there before?
Old Town Records, yeah.
Yeah, it was alright. It's a vibe. Didn't stay till late because I think they've got a basement dance floor or something. So yeah, didn't stay till late enough for that to open. But it was a vibe. Was there for a bit. And I played badminton.
Okay.
Last Sunday? Yeah, last Sunday. I haven't played that in a while, so yeah, it was good to get back into that. But yeah, that's right, really.
Well, I've done even less. I've just been playing Tekken. Yesterday, I bust out the PlayStation 3.
Oh my god!
I was playing Tekken Tag Tournament 2.
Oh my days!
Just throwback. It's because I was playing Tekken 8 and they have like all the soundtracks from every single game, and I was just going through the soundtracks, and then I went to the Tekken Tag Tournament 2 one and played like the character select music, and
you're like, this is hard.
This is bringing back so many memories, and I was like, I have to bring out the game, and then and then after that I watched the tournament as well from like back then as well. I was like, this game was really good.
Got us back into Tekken because that was the first Tekken I played since maybe like Tekken 5. I didn't play Tekken 6.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the first time I played Tekken 5. But yeah, no, basically I didn't play Tekken 6. I didn't play too much of Tekken 5 actually, to be fair. Like Tekken 4 I played quite a bit. Tekken 5 I played a little, Tekken 4 I played quite a bit. Tekken 5 I played a little bit. Tekken 6 I don't think I've touched ever. But then Tekken Tag Tournament 2, I was like, got me back into the game. And then Tekken 7, I was like, I have to cop. I got that straight away, day one. I was like,
literally.
That's crazy. You still have your PS3 then, like all the controllers and everything. I didn't even know what happened to my one.
I look after my shit, man. He's my PS3.
It is your PS3. I saw my old customizations. I was like, I remember doing that. I remember myself sitting like in front of the TV, like waking up early. Because obviously it's his PlayStation 3. Yeah. As soon as my mum's up, she's using the TV. So I'm like, okay, cool. I got to wake up early to go play this game. So I'm sitting there in front of the TV, lights off, like just having a good time, just learning combos, doing customizations. Oh, memories, man, memories. But yeah, that's all I've really done. Just play Tekken. What about you, Yels?
Well, both of you are forgetting that we watched Wrestlemania. So
I did forget that actually.
I remembered it, but I was like, I let whoever speaks last can mention it, then we can segue.
So we watched Wrestlemania together last weekend. So we're gonna get into that. Yeah, we're gonna get more into that in a minute. Also on Saturday I went to Soho. I went to a bar in Soho to catch up with some old friends. And that night got out of control a little bit. I was meant to tell you about that off mic, but definitely off mic. We're going to talk about that on here. Other than that, I don't think I've actually done too much else. Let me think. Let me look at my calendar just to double check. Yeah, no, obviously it was the Easter weekend, which I was basically just chilling for. So yeah, that's basically my 2 weeks. It's been a quiet 2 weeks as well. The reason why we're recording early is because Bez and I are off to Malta for our friend's birthday. Shout out Dan.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting old, man. Shout out Dan.
Literally. So keep thinking this year, all of our friends are turning 30. It's like, wow.
You old people.
you're here in a few months, man.
I still got time. But yeah, shout out Dan. Obviously, 30th birthday. So we're heading over to to the island of Malta to take in some sand and some sun and all that. Why are you laughing?
Because every time you say we're going to Malta, I just think about the
Italian
joke.
man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Forgot about that. I want a fork.
Yeah,
I want a fork on the table.
crazy. Classic. I know them kind of jokes, man. Techie in 2024, but that was classic stuff back in the day.
Search on YouTube the Italian man who goes to Malta. If you
Yeah.
haven't heard
Yeah,
it, I'm sure it's on there.
It must be. But yeah, let's get into our first track of the episode. We're gonna keep this episode moving because Bez and I, we still have to pack and we're flying like tomorrow early. So yeah, let's get this moving. So our first track will be Lil Silva. Let's play Cutter. This one's an instrumental. Shout out to Lil Silva, man, one of my all-time favorite producers. I can't lie. So yeah, this one's off his new EP. It's hard. Track it out, Cutter, and we will catch you on the flip side. Right, once again, shout out to Lil Silva and that one. That one was entitled Clutter. I think I was saying Clutter before, but yeah, Clutter. Yeah, that one's definitely a vibe, man. Definitely a vibe. I was actually surprised that Bez was feeling that one, man.
Yeah, I like the beat. The beat was getting me.
Yeah, man.
Getting me.
Good stuff. Shout out to Lil Silva. Like I say, one of my all-time favorite producers. If you don't know about Lil Silva, go check him out for sure. Especially if you were about in the UK funky days, man, you might actually recognize some of his tunes.
The focus.
Right. So for the focus this week, I think let's continue what we talked about last week or 2 weeks ago in our focus. Rap beef. Let's go.
Rap beef.
Rap beef. I guess we got to start at the obvious point, which is J.Cole. Bro. Jermaine. Yeah, like, okay, talk to me, man. Because obviously I woke up and I saw basically, okay, let's talk about the diss track first. Let's start there. 7-minute drill. Similar thing. I woke up and I saw J. Cole trending. I see his might delete later artwork, all of this stuff. I'm like, oh, J. Cole dropped a mixtape. Sick. He's got the Fall Off coming soon. He's trying to warm us up for that, all of that sort of stuff. Then I see people saying, and he got back at Kendrick. He dissed Kendrick on this last track, 7-minute drill, this, that, the third. I'm like, cool. So I put it in the group chat with you lot. And I went and to go listen to it myself. And I was like, okay, cool. This is cool. Some jabs, some light, some light hits, some light body blows, them kind of vibes. But yeah, talk to me. What were you lot thinking when you lot heard? I'm assuming we've all heard 7-minute drill, right?
Yeah.
What were you lot thinking when you heard it?
I wasn't expecting it. I think I said on the last episode I thought he would just leave it and just say something on the track, like just a small little thing.
Yeah.
But he dedicated a whole track to it.
Yeah.
Which, as I said, I wasn't expecting it. And I was like, I listened to it, twice? And I was like, okay, cool. A few things like blatantly stood out to me, but a lot of other things I'm sure went over my head.
Yeah.
But I think it was just a sick tune in general. Like the beat 1, beat 2, like it's just vibes.
Switch up. Yeah. What about you, Bez? What were you thinking? Before we'll get into some of the bars in a minute, but
it was. I think I listened to it once or twice as well. It was a good track. Like I think I wasn't really expecting it either because I thought he would have been the one to just kind of. Kendrick didn't really come from too hard, did he? So I didn't really expect him to say much. And I feel like, obviously, it was the last track on the album, so he probably did the album was already and was like, that. Then obviously the Kendrick song dropped, and he's like,
Yeah.
Gotta do something. Gotta respond quickly. So that's why it was the last track. But it was decent. It was decent. I didn't get why he was sending for PwC, but you know, we can leave that. Don't know what we did, but yeah, can leave that one. But yeah, it was a decent track, I thought, as well.
Right. So I mean, a lot of so I was on Twitter that day, just tweeting, reading tweets, retweeting tweets, liking tweets. A lot of the discussion was around J. Cole's assertion. So he says, let me find the exact lyrics so I can quote him exactly as he said.
When he's talking about Kendrick's albums.
Yeah.
He says the first one was classic, the last one was tragic. The second one was boring, but everyone gassed it.
The second one put niggas to sleep, but they gassed it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it
then
says
the third one was your prime or was your peak. I was just biding my time. And then something, I'm in my prime now and I've gone past you kind of thing.
Something along those lines.
So most people, no one wanted, it's so funny because no one really cared about defending Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Yeah.
Even people who like that album, they're like, whatever. Like, that's not important. Everyone was like, To Pimp a Butterfly, calling that boring, essentially, saying it put people to sleep is absurd, J. Cole. Like,
Mr. Cole.
yeah, like, Mr. Cole, like, that album is fantastic. Like, saying it put people to sleep is crazy. Like, that's that real music. That's that real music. Like, so that's got Kente, like King Kunta on it.
King Kunta, all right.
That's got
You.
yeah, like all like the Black of the Berry.
Yeah.
Like that's a very, very, very.
If these walls could talk.
If these were. There's so many classic moments from the album even. So you got Kendrick doing the like which is from, I can't remember what song that's from, but like so to say that people gassed it is crazy. Like even I remember like just at the time I saw people saying, people who were agreeing with Kendrick with J. Cole, and J. Cole's like fans and all of that, saying, yeah, no one was playing that in the clubs and this and that, the third. I'm like, you're lying, because people were playing All Right in the clubs. Like I remember being outside in clubs and being, we gonna be all right, like going crazy to that song. That song was outside, like. So for J. Cole to be like, yeah, it was boring, but people gassed it. Like it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
like, let's be for real.
It's not even my favorite Kendrick album, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy to say that it's boring. Like, it's just good music. It's just 100% good music.
Exactly. Like he's right about like Good Kid, Bad City being a classic.
True.
Spot on. I agree. Like if he didn't like Mr. Moran and the Big Steppers, fine. Like I don't love that album. Fine. Cam, you're right there. Damn being his prime, fine. Whatever. You're being complimentary even. So yeah. But saying To Pimp a Butterfly, it's man, I don't know how you could do that. Right, let me actually pull up these lyrics so we can talk in depth. If the lyrics even still exist anymore.
I don't think I've even heard that. To Pimp a Butterfly. I've heard tracks of it, like the We Gonna Be Alright, that one. But I feel like I'm more, if I hear music songs from it, because obviously I would have, as you said, when we were out, I would have heard this kind of stuff. So I don't think I would have played it myself, but
yeah, To Pimp a Butterfly was good. And I'm sure, I know you know All Right, and I'm sure you'll know a few more if you heard them.
Yeah,
as well, because that was a big album at the time.
Yeah,
like, it was a big album at the time.
And the only way I would have heard them is if in clubs and stuff like that, I would have played many of them myself.
Right, so let's. Man, we went through like all of Nicki Minaj's bars, so I feel like we kind of need to do the same thing. We went so in depth on those bars, so let's go through these as well. So he basically goes, light work like it's PwC, shots fired, bow bow.
What do you mean by that?
He's not even talking about your company though. That's what's funny. So It's a cold world. Keep the heat under your seat. I got a phone call. They say that somebody dissing. You want some attention. It come with extensions. My dog like say the word. He on bullshit. He itching. Done putting so much work in these streets. He got pension. I told him chill out. How I look having henchmen. If shots get to popping, I'm the one doing the clenching. Crazy.
Damn.
Okay.
Crazy. He's telling his street. Like his man from the street, he been in the street so long, he's got a pension from the streets. He's saying, "Nah, G, fall back. I got this. I'ma body him. I'ma be the guy.
I'm a shooter.
I'ma shoot him." J.Cole talking that talk, and we're gonna get to what happens next in a minute. So bear in mind that J.Cole's out here saying, "If shots get to popping, I'm the one doing the clenching." Crazy. So, I came up in the Ville, so I'm good when it's tension. He's still doing shows, but fell off like it's The Simpsons. Now, why The Simpsons in it? Like,
Yeah, it's falling off there.
Nah, for
Yeah, it's
sure.
falling off.
I agree with you. Comparing Kendrick to The Simpsons is crazy though, because Kendrick, there's been no fall off. When Kendrick raps, people listen. Like it's
Yeah.
not like no one's. And I think people were saying that. I saw people saying on Twitter that Kendrick's last tour was the biggest grossing rap tour in history. So to say he's still doing shows but fell off like The Simpsons, like sounds a bit crazy, but fine.
Yeah, but, like, if Simpsons do a movie, people will watch, I'm sure.
For sure. But again,
It won't be the highest grossing movie of all time or
yeah,
anything.
like it doesn't compare. Like
Yeah.
the point is, imagine like I don't know, imagine like Family Guy being like, "Oh, Simpsons fell off."
Yeah.
And then Simpsons put out a movie, highest grossing movie of all time. Family Guy put out a movie, doesn't do the same thing.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like when J. Cole's like, "Oh, you fell off." Da, da, da. And it's like, bro, you're on tour, he's on tour, he's selling more.
Yeah.
Who's falling off? Like, come on. Then yeah, he does. Your first shit was classic. Your last shit was tragic. Your second shit put niggas to sleep, but they gassed it. Your first shit was massive, and that was your prime. I was treading right behind, and I just now hit mine. So yeah, that's where he's talking about the albums and all of that. He's saying I'm in my prime now. Your prime was a few years ago, 5 years ago. When did Damn come out? Like 2017 or something like that. So yeah, maybe like 7 years ago was your prime. Now I'm in my prime. It's my time. Yeah, now I'm front of the line with a comfortable lead. How ironic, as soon as I got it, now he wants something with me. He's saying, now I'm the guy, now you want to... Well, he caught me at the perfect time, jump up and see. Boy, I got here off bars, not no controversy. Now, how did Kendrick get here?
Bars, baby.
See, that's the thing. This is when I listened to this, I was like, I like that he's talking his talk. Like, I like that he's like, all right, cool, I'm coming back on smoke. But I was like, I don't know. I was just like, I don't know that this is the angle that, or like the angles that he went with. I don't know that they were the right angles to try and go down. And not to say that diss tracks need to be factual, because they don't.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the great diss tracks are just full of lies. But it's just, based on what happened, we have to tear J. Cole apart a little bit, just based on what happens next. And we're going to get there. So he goes to say, funny thing about it, bitch, I don't even want the prestige. Fuck the Grammys, because them crackers ain't never done nothing for me, ho. His mother is a white woman, by the way.
They birthed you, my guy.
Slugs took my nigga's soul, drugs took another one. The rap beef ain't realer than the shit I done, the shit I seen in Cumberland. He averaging one hard verse like every 30 months or something. If he wasn't dissing, then we wouldn't be discussing him. So Kendrick doesn't rap much, admittedly, or he doesn't release music much, admittedly. So hey, one hard verse every 30 months. Hey, fair enough.
I mean, no.
Cam's not letting him get away with that, no?
No, it's crazy.
One verse every 3 years now, I don't agree.
One verse.
Yeah, one hard verse.
One album every 3 years.
Maybe, yeah.
One
yeah.
hard album. Like,
He also says if he wasn't dissing, then we wouldn't be discussing him. But in first person shooter, J. Cole's the one that brings up them being the big three. And he's like, he always is it K.Dot? Is it me, Drake? Is it me? Or K.Dot, Aubrey, or me? Like, we the big three. Da, da, da. Kendrick was minding his business. He weren't dissing nobody, and you were discussing him in a positive light as well.
He was off playing PlayStation in Ghana or something.
Yeah, like literally. Lord, don't make me have to smoke this nigga because I fuck with him. But push come to shove on this mic, I will humble him. Crazy.
That's a good bar.
That is definitely a good bar. I'm Nino with the thing, that New Jack City meme. Yeah, I'm aiming at G Money, crying tears before I busted him. Light work like it's PWC, just so Bez gets another straight. I got mixed. So that was the first verse. Second verse, we're gonna go for it all. Yeah, just one more verse. I got mixed feelings about these fucking rap niggas. It's over for that cap. We official cap peelers. 2-6. We don't at niggas. We get at niggas. Shoot a nigga lights out. Yeah, my dog. Stat fillers. Stat stuffers. Triple double. Get your ass black duffled. Body bag. Body bag. Body bag. Cold world. You instructor for Pilates class. Get a nigga stretched if I feel the disrespect. Your arms might be too short to box with the God who live his life without the pressures of a constant facade. I pray for peace, but if a nigga sees these positive vibes, a Falcon 9 inside my pocket, bitch, this rocket gon' fly. He's talking so greasy. Like, so greasy.
That's crazy. He's I didn't realize he came with so much smoke for him.
It was grease. Man said body bag, body bag, body bag, like crazy. Now it's popping outside like the top of July. My text flooded with the hunger for a toxic reply. I'm hesitant. I love my brother, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm powered up for real. That shit would feel like swatting a fly.
Damn.
But also, when we get to talking about what happened, my text flooded with the hunger for a toxic reply. I'm hesitant. I love my brother, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm powered up for real. That shit would feel like swatting a fly. Energy changed.
But then, like,
the energy changed.
That bar there, though, it's like he's saying that people want to reply.
Mm-hmm.
His whole first verses, and then before that bit, it's all him replying.
Yeah.
And then he's saying, "Now I'm hesitant," but he said this. He's
talked his talk, and he's basically saying, "Oh, I was hesitant. I love him, but the way I'm feeling right now will be like sorting a fly."
Yeah.
4 albums in 12 years, nigga. I can divide. Crazy.
That's the 30 months.
Shit, if this is what you want, I'm indulging in violence. Put pictures in my home, aim the chrome at your eyelids. Fly pebbles at your dome, we the Stone Temple pilots. This is merely a warning shot to bat niggas down. Back in the town where they're whipping work and traffic in pounds. My jack jumping about a rapper making blasphemous sounds. Switching sides like the tassel on the cap and the gown. I'm fully loaded, nigga. I can drop 2 classics right now. So he basically so the first verse he's talking his shit. The second verse he's like, yo, my bro, I love you, but where it is right now, you can't touch me. Like, you can't touch me. If you even
try, body bag, body, I'm gonna put the chrome to your dome.
Exactly. So this is merely a warning that you better fall back, second and jam. Like, they're kind of ones, yo, second and jam. So yeah, Cole, like, when I listened to it, I was like, yeah. Cole was on his timing. Like, I get it. It's nothing crazy. Obviously, we've heard worse. We've heard that's why I fucked you, bitch. You fat. Like, we've heard all of that kind of stuff. Like, we've heard worse. We've heard you are hiding a chat. We've heard all of that. So this is nothing compared to that necessarily. But it was like, okay, J.Cole he's saying, right, come at me again. Over. Like, he's literally saying, look, this is just a warning. Come at me again. I'm gonna finish
It's finished, yeah.
That's what J. Cole was saying.
We'll get into the next bit, but I'm just like, with all this he said, it's like, how can the next bit be the thing you say the next day? Because he's come with a lot there. He said a lot.
He said so much.
I didn't really from my listens. I kind of a lot of it goes over my head, and I'm just like, I feel like the main bits I get is your first stuff was legendary, your second stuff was tragic, all that kind of stuff, and then a few verses here and there, but not the whole thing. Was just him smoking him and saying like, do not mess with me, like I can destroy you, like it's like nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So it was an exciting time. Everyone was on it. But
Kendrick has to reply. Still, that's the Aystar reply.
That's what everyone was saying. Everyone was like, okay, now if Kendrick wants it, now's the time. Now he can just go crazy.
Yeah.
Like he has to do a full track just for Cole, like, and just bar it up. And that's what the timeline was saying. But also, I saw a tweet from Shout Out Dissect Podcast, because I saw a tweet from them and they said that felt obligatory. His heart's not in it. And I was like, I hear this. And this was before everything happened. I was like, I do hear it, because it did feel like, well, it was warning shots. Like you said, it was warning shots. So it felt like he was just saying, I'm a top tier MC. I can't just let man like
Violate
me. I have to respond. But also, it didn't feel like he was on smoke. When he didn't feel like, he didn't come with that venom that like rappers usually come with when they're like jumping out the tree kind of thing. He just came with like, yeah, let me talk some shit, whatever. Especially because some of the stuff that he was saying just didn't even make sense. I said to you, another thing that I tweeted was that your first shit was classic, the niggas gassed it, all of that stuff, right? I was like, I don't think he even believes that. I do not think J. Cole dislikes To Pimp a or finds To Pimp a Butterfly boring. No. I'm like, just listening to J. Cole's music, like there's no way that you make this music and you think that that's boring. Like there's no way you rap like how you rap and you would put on Kendrick Lamar rapping how he raps and be like, yo, this is boring. There's not a chance that J. Cole believes that to me. Like seriously believes that. So I was like, okay, I understand why people think it's just like he's going through the motions of what he thinks he has to do or whatever. Yeah. So before we move on, like obviously Cam, you're not on Twitter. Did you see stuff on Twitter about this or what, Bez?
I only really saw the kind of as the initial bars, like your first shit is tragic, your sex shit was tragic, that sort of stuff. I only saw that kind of those sort of things people talking about, and a lot of people just saying like how fired the song was and stuff like that. I didn't really see people going into that much detail on it. Obviously, I saw a lot of people talking about it, but no one talking about anything else he dropped. I didn't realize he dropped an album. Yeah, and I listened to it after, but I didn't actually know he dropped an album because
everyone was just talking about
that one song. So I thought the whole thing was just that one song he dropped. I saw a lot about that, but I didn't really see much else.
Yeah, it was crazy. That people found a tweet of him from J. Cole, 8th of February 2009. He said, "Studio was great. I always fall asleep with the shit I just recorded playing." And people were like, oh, okay, but Kendrick stuff is put people to sleep, yeah?
He should have deleted that one.
Right. So then that happened, right? So then fast forward, what? 2 days, 3 days?
Wasn't it?
Yeah. Then it hits the internet at his festival, Dreamville Festival. J. Cole on stage performing, man sits down on the stage and gives like a 5-minute monologue where he basically says, "Sorry, Kendrick, I didn't mean it." I didn't mean it. Nah, he said, to quote him, he said that this was the lamest shit he ever did in his fucking life. He asked the crowd if they love Kendrick Lamar. They obviously screams. He said, "As do I." He said he ain't been sleeping right for 2 days off the back of it. He said it didn't sit right in his spirit. He said that, people were hitting him up saying it's time to go to war, and he felt pressured that he needs to put out the diss. He said that he's open to Kendrick Lamar responding in the sense of, he said, "Yeah, I put my chin out there, take your best shot, I'll eat it." Essentially, he's saying like, if you feel like you want to diss me back, I'll just hold that. Like,
Kendrick has to respond. He has to respond. Throw the haymaker.
Vez just wants him to watch, just slump a man just with his hands down.
Yep.
Nah, man. I want it to be love between brothers, man.
I think Kendrick can't respond with a diss. If he responds I don't think it can be a diss. I think he can talk about the overall situation. I think he can come and be like, J. Cole, that's my brother. I got love for him. I didn't like this, that, and the third that you did with Drake on the track or whatever. Like, but I appreciate you. If he comes and does that and just talks about the situation, I think that's fine. I don't think he can come out and be like, fuck fat J. Cole. Fuck
Yeah.
Jay-Z. Jay-Z's like, yo, what did I do?
What is Jay-Z for?
But yeah, no, I don't think he
Got that ether on the mind.
I know. But yeah, no, I feel like it would be dread if he comes out like, yeah, fuck J. Cole, man. Fuck that. Like, I feel like that would be dread if he comes out with that energy. But I don't
come with that energy to come and say, yeah, you're right to apologize because you knew I'll finish you off, little man.
that's just brilliant to me.
It is brilliant, I know, but like he said that he went a lot harder on his song than I thought. I thought it was very light, like kind of.
He had some bars in there.
Putting a gun to man's head.
Yeah.
Putting the trigger.
But no one believes J. Cole's doing it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No way.
J. Cole don't believe he's doing that. But
hey, if you're gonna start saying all that, and then you're trying to say sorry the next day, it's like what was it? Like, was it Kevin Hart who made the joke where he's like, he said something, I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
like it's like you can't say all this and then the next day like sorry, and I'm like, okay.
Nah, man, people are allowed to have regrets.
Yeah.
He regretted his actions, and he said, the people of the world, I regretted what I said.
that's the thing. People are like, this apology was loud. So like,
that's true.
So like, he put out the song, and like, 2 days.
The song's still up.
The song, I don't know. I need to check.
I'll check now.
And he said he's going to take the song down. He did say that. But yeah, he put the song out, and it's 2 days later. He's about to perform, so it's not like he can put out another song apologizing. The only thing he can really do, the loudest thing he can do, is to get on stage and say to however many thousands and thousands of people with all the camera phones. I think the show was being streamed on Apple Music as well.
Yeah.
Like, so it's being broadcast to the world that J. Cole is apologizing for what he did. And people killed him for this.
Yeah, I personally don't get that. I watched it and I was like, okay, I can respect you for this. Because first of all, I didn't think that this was necessary. Second of all, you've come out and said you didn't think it was necessary really either. But people are pressuring you, and I'm like, okay, I understand everything, and I get where you're coming from, and I respect that you was on the stage and I was saying, I actually really like this guy, and it's nothing, no hard feelings kind of thing. Like, there's no bad blood. I don't hate you, bro. I just did what I thought was the right thing to do. But now I'm realizing it wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, weak man, whatever. I'm like,
Because
It's just the internet, isn't it?
It's not hip hop, bro. This is hip hop. In hip hop, we battle. No,
like, surely people would want to see people going to war with actual animosity.
no. I do not want people with actual animosity rapping about their animosity. If you got beef, go fight. If you got actual beef, go fight or handle that behind the scene. I don't care about your actual beef that you actually have. I don't care about that shit. I want a battle between barsmen. I want people who can rap to rap well at each other. Like, J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, when I heard Kendrick throwing shots at J. Cole or whatever on that track, that track, I didn't think he hated J. Cole.
Yeah.
And listening to J. Cole's verse back, the song back, I don't think J. Cole hated Kendrick. I'm like, and I don't care that they don't hate each other. Actually, I would prefer that they don't hate each other. I'm like, yo, let's get 3 incredible songs each, or 3 incredible diss tracks each, where you both go at each other, like, who's the best MC. Like, J. Cole was talking about Kendrick's music, most of this rap, like, and saying that, yeah, I'm a better rapper than you right now. Great, talk your shit. Let's do that. And then when everything's done, you lot shake hands, peace up, then go and tour together. Like, literally, go and, like, do a tour together. You can perform your diss tracks together, laugh about it, joke about it, perform whatever. Like, do that. I do not care about actual real life. I mean, that's fun too, but that gets too messy and that gets too blurry, and people start trying to fight at award shows and do like Nicki and Cardi and whatnot. Like, that side of things I'm not about. But these two was never going to be that. They're both, one, they're both cool, and 2, they're both just mature gentlemen. From what we know of them anyway, they're both just very mature gentlemen. It was never going to descend
Hey, man.
somewhere
Kung
crazy.
Fu Kenny. He might have to Kung Fu his ass. He sees him.
I just can't see a world
Yeah.
in which a J. Cole Kendrick Lamar rap battle goes any further than being a J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar rap battle.
Yeah.
I don't see them linking up somewhere, like seeing each other somewhere and getting into it. I don't see it turning into Pac and Biggie where people are dying. I don't see it like getting mad disrespectful like Jay-Z versus Nas or anything like that. I don't see. I don't think it'd be anything crazy. I don't think it's gonna be like Pusha T and Drake where there's like big bombshells revealed. I just think it's just gonna be J. Cole talking to shit, Kendrick talking to shit, bigging themselves up, maybe putting each other down a little bit, and then we move on.
Yeah.
And I think that's why people are so upset, because they're like, what are you apologizing for? Because this wasn't going to be anything. Like, no, I don't think anyone thinks Kendrick heard that tune and was crying. Was that J. Cole said he's gonna put the gun to my eyelids? Like, I don't think J. Cole didn't like To Pimp a Butterfly. I don't think Kendrick heard. Like, I think Kendrick was like, oh nah, this. He probably when Kendrick dropped To Pimp a Butterfly. J. Cole probably text Kendrick or called him like, yo, this is the greatest shit I ever heard, man. I don't think like I don't think like Kendrick was bargaining over this diss track. So, but as a human being, I get it. You don't want to fake it. You don't want to like pretend like there's animosity for the internet and all that. So I get it on that level. But as a fan and for the entertainment, I think it would have been just fun. But I get J. Cole, his heart ain't in it. Then fine, don't do it.
I think it obviously would be sick to just hear a couple tracks from them going back and forth. But what I really want to see is Kendrick Lamar put Drake in the dirt, in the ground. Just spin him all over the track, like
Damn. I mean, Push already did it. Like, Drake is never going anywhere. No matter what happens in any battle, Drake is never going anywhere.
Unless he's hiding out of a few kids.
Could you imagine you are hiding a second child?
Now, I do rate it J. Cole apologizing though, because obviously if it didn't sit well with him and whatever, and it takes a big man to sometimes come out and publicly apologize as well. Like, he could have just dropped a tweet saying, "I regret what I did."
Yeah,
and that's
I agree with you. As a man, as a human being, I respect it like a lot because it was bold of him, and he's an audience of his fans that are like, I'm sure at that moment, especially as well, like obviously the diss track just dropped, all of that. His fans are probably like all in the audience are probably like ready to ride for him, be like, nah, fuck Kendrick, we don't like Kendrick. Like they're like fully probably on that vibe in the audience, and he had to stand up in front of all of them and be like, yo, I ain't on that. Like, I can't lie to you. I ain't really on that. Like let's squash this. Let's move. Like let's not do this. Like, and I'm like, and then he performed the love song at the end. He said all of that and then performed the love song. So he's like, I'm not on that energy, and I get it. But a lot of people are saying it.
What if it's all a ruse? What if Kendrick does come back and then J. Cole says, psych, comes back again? He said you fought.
No.
Kendrick drops the track like, okay, I accept your apology. There's all love, and then J. Cole's like drops another one straight away.
Nah, if J. Cole's really about that life, he should drop another one now, and it should be harder than the first one, and that's what the site should be. He should be literally like, before Kendrick even responds, like, yeah, it should be like, you really fought. No, it should be like Drake back to back, but like, yeah, like just crazy.
Could you imagine?
Just keeping his name in the media.
Yeah. Like, you thought I was apologizing to that bitch? Nah.
Apparently, though, so you were saying about Drake and Kendrick. Apparently, Drake's in the studio ready for something nuclear.
Taking his time.
This was it Joe Budden?
Joe Budden said that Drake the diss track is there. Apparently, the diss track is there, it's done, it's finished, and apparently it's nuclear. Like, that's the words they said, is nuclear, which is crazy.
And then they were saying we get ready for war because he's ready to respond as well. Like,
so Kendrick versus Drake will be exciting anyway. Like, that would be exciting anyway, regardless. But before we move off of J. Cole, we'll discuss Kendrick and Drake more. But before we move off of J. Cole, I know, Cam, you've listened to quite a lot of J. Cole, right?
Yeah, a fair bit.
I don't know how much you've listened to, Bez.
not much.
Okay, well, J. Cole, especially in recent years, has fully been on his, like, if a rapper diss me, if a rapper tried to test me, he said he'd probably go to hell if Jesus asked for a feature, because that's how much on smoke he is. He's like, I'm washing every rapper. Like any rapper asks me for a feature, I'm washing them. If you call my name to diss me, I'm washing you. Like he's been on that vibe. Like I'm the top tier MC, I'm the best rapper right now. Like comparing himself to Muhammad Ali, all of this. Like he's been bigging himself up. Like the past few years, especially, going crazy, bigging himself up.
Yeah.
People are like, J.Cole, you can't do that anymore because of this. Because it's like you've been bigging yourself up, and then someone on your level has stepped up and be like, all right, what are you saying? And you'd be like, nah, man.
I might have hit me. Hit me.
Yeah, do you know what? I'll take it. So
I didn't know that, because I've always heard J. Cole was very much of a, I don't want trouble. I'm here. I'm doing my thing. Here to do my thing. I'm here to. I'm not trying to trouble you. I'm just trying to, get my bars off. Do my thing. That's it. That's what I've always heard of J. Cole. That kind of.
So he has that aspect of him, but like the last few years especially, he's been on his I'm the greatest rapper alive right now. Like no one can chat to me like vibe, like, and he started putting in some gun bars in as well. Like, but his whole thing has been also is rappers are lying. So he's like, all you rappers are lying, so I'm gonna start lying too. So he started to use gun bars and stuff like that. So, which is fair enough, because rappers do be lying. But like, I just feel like J. Cole, you can't go with that angle of like messaging in your music now, in terms of just talking about rappers and how you'll kill a rapper and you'll do this to a rapper and you'll wash a rapper and you'll murk a rapper, and if any rapper calls your name, it's over for them and this, that, and the third. You can't do that and then back out of the war. Yeah, like, and I guess his argument is that's my mate, that's my boy. I don't want to beef him, but still,
it's a rapper.
And your mate is ready for you.
Yeah,
it's not like it's like out of nowhere. It's like your mate started it in a way. It was like, nah, fuck you, man. It's just big me, fuck you. Like
that's the thing though, because they're both rappers. It's not like it doesn't have to be suck your mum and do this, that, and the third. I fucked your bitch, like all this kind of stuff. It can just be, as you said, like just bars about I'm a better rapper than you. I'm this, I'm that. You're this, but not offensive. Yeah. And then they can do a friendly rap beef, and as they're both good musicians and good rappers, it should be a good beef. Obviously, if it's people who aren't very good at rapping, they're more likely to use the suck your mums because
you don't have anything to say.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do much else other than say suck your mum and try and bring out stuff that's the public are gonna go, oh my god, he fucked there, he did this, he got bummed, like all this sort of nonsense. So it's like, it's better to just for them to, it could work.
Yeah, I think it would have been so sick. But okay, that was J. Cole, the saga of J. Cole. That was all one weekend, basically. But Drake. Going nuclear. So, I mean, there's not much to say about this.
Not yet. Yeah.
Not yet, anyway. Hopefully tomorrow. So, we're recording this Thursday. Hopefully, Metro Boomin and Future are dropping their second album tomorrow.
I download that for the plane.
Definitely. I don't think they're gonna do much of anything. I don't think Kendrick's gonna be on that. I think Future might have maybe one or two more bars that might reference Drake, or might make it clearer if he's talking about Drake or not. But I don't think there's gonna be much else on there. But a lot of people are saying, because Future and Metro are dropping tomorrow, that to kind of try and step on it, that's Drake is going to drop his diss tomorrow as well. Which, I don't know, man. That makes some sense. You know, if Drake is that kind of guy.
Yeah, Drake is definitely that
so
kind
he's
of guy.
like, and he might not even say anything about Future and Metro on the track. He might just be dissing Kendrick on the track.
Yeah.
But the timing of it will be getting at Future and Metro.
Yeah.
I can see it happening.
Drake is definitely that petty, and he knows he's that level that if he did drop something at the same time as them, people aren't going to ignore it.
No.
Like,
they'll
no
be
chance.
clicking, especially at this. They'll be clicking on that first.
Yeah, 100%.
So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Like, by the time this comes out, you'll know whether Drake Well, yeah, you'll know what Metro Boomin and Future's album sounds like. You'll know what Drake has done or not done by the time this comes out. You might know what Kendrick's done or not done as well by the time this comes out.
Imagine Drake drops on Friday and Kendrick drops on Saturday or something. Just to reply
and then we release on Monday and it's like all outdated. And J.Cole jams back in like, nah.
Mention me again? All right, cool. Let's do this.
Bro, I'd be so upset. I'd log in and delete the episode. Man. I'd just be like, forget it. All right, you man, you got it.
We have to do an addendum and just be like, yeah, guys. So the beef, okay, it's happening.
It's happening. But yeah, no one told us that when we booked this holiday that there was going to be beef around this. Otherwise, I might have been like, nah.
Same weekend.
Yeah, I might have been like, nah, I can't go. I've got to wait and see Gotta wait and see if Drake is dropping.
We'll have to record when we're in Malta. Just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully Drake will wait 2 weeks for the next episode to drop.
But yeah, obviously, yeah. Let us. To be fair, yeah. If you listen to this, tweet us at 5Letters Podcast. Hit us up on Instagram at 5Letters Podcast. Let us know what's happened. Give us the latest, man.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna be out in Malta enjoying our time, so we might not even see what's happening.
Facts.
So yeah, tweet us. Let us know. But yeah, let's get into the second song of the episode. I've forgotten what it's called. I think it was Cop That
remix. Aystar, Skrapz, and Payper.
Pot of Paper, exactly. Yeah. Cop that shit. Yeah. It's called Cop That Shit by Aystar. Shout out to the Scousers. And yeah, we will be back in a minute. This one's Cop That Shit remix
thing, you got me? Yeah, nigga. I'm a beast when I jump on these tracks. I spit flames, I'm hot like a drop of hot wax. The tape's already loaded like a 9 that's cocked back. So when it drops, you better clap. It's all eyes on me like a gal who's got back. No one's watching your shit cause you whack. 100% if I had the chance to, then I ain't listening to that. I told me manager stop sending me these rappers. Stop that. But when it comes to Scousematic, cop that. And any mixtape that I drop, you better cop it. If I shoot you point blank, this ain't a game, you can't block it. 400 brake horse on the golf, you can't jock it. The 4-4's too big, won't fit in the pocket. And you're gonna need the army to stop it. You'll see when I pop it, send him to the firmament like he's a rocket. The new mixtape, make sure you cop it. Cop that. Make sure you got that shit. Make sure you got that shit. And if you ain't got that shit, then cop that shit. But don't be a little bum and go and rob that shit, you get me? Just go and cop that shit, you get me? Just go and cop that shit. And if you ain't got that shit, then cop that shit. But don't be a little bum and go and rob that shit.
I'm a gangster and a gentleman, my suits are tailored. I put my tracksuit on cause I was due some payment.
And we are back. That one right there, that was Cop That Shit. That was by Aystar and it's got Skrapz and Pot of Paper on the remix.
In the media.
Yeah, so for our In the Media this week, Wrestlemania. Cam came over here. He's not a wrestling fan. He doesn't like wrestling. He actively tries to avoid wrestling.
Yep.
I don't know why. It's great. But
Nope.
Cam came over and we watched Mania together, the three of us. And yeah, Cam, take us away. What happened?
It was the worst 3-4 hours of my life.
This guy's waffling.
I wish I could take it back.
Waffling.
I wish I stayed home.
Waffling.
I wish I'd slept. Anything.
So one thing I will say is that you were on your phone the entire time. If you weren't on your phone, you might have actually got more from it, though.
Maybe.
I definitely think so.
I think that I got what I needed to get,
Which was
the last fight.
okay. The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. That match was long though. That match was like 45 minutes.
It was very long.
Very long. So yeah.
And also, I didn't even need to look up. You were saying what's going to happen before it even happens.
To be fair, me and Bez were kind of on a roll like with the predictions
Yeah.
like, throughout the show.
People aren't even on screen. You're predicting what they're going to do.
Yeah. To be fair, the Sunday was better though. So like if you came on the Sunday, which obviously you couldn't because of work and all of that, but if you came on the Sunday, I think you would have enjoyed that show more than the Saturday show. But the Saturday show was fine, but the Sunday show was better. But let's talk about Saturday first, and let's see how much of it Cam remembers. So I didn't know this. Bez didn't tell me this, or did you?
Tell you what.
Coco Jones.
No, I didn't even know myself until she actually started performing.
But I mean, I obviously wasn't here. I was running late.
Yeah.
So I was like, "What's going on? What's going on?" I don't think you mentioned that Coco Jones was doing a damn thing.
Well, no, you said you're missing it, and I sent you a picture of it.
Oh yes, you didn't tell me. You didn't tell me. I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah.
And then I messaged you, and then he sent me a picture. Yes.
Because I always ignore the Land of the Free.
I know.
And then I came in and I was like, oh wait, Coco Jones is singing. And
Yeah.
then I saw your message. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about that, but it's Coco Jones. You know? But yeah, so that happens. That opens the show. And then we get Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. I missed most of that match. So you guys, what did you not think of that?
This is my brutality.
Did
Yeah,
you
that.
Go on.
Yeah, sick.
Decent
match, yeah.
She had Rhea Ripley had a band player out?
Yeah,
is that
Rhea
right?
Ripley had she had a band, and this guy with the made up face. Cam was saying it was creepy.
Yeah, I said Bez was like, you like the metal. I was like, I like the music. I don't really like the people who.
The
I don't look at the
aesthetics.
people who make the music.
Yeah, the aesthetics of it all was
Yeah.
crazy. I get it.
Yeah, it was creepy. They should probably like they were like looking at each other, like you know how a song goes, look in my eyes, this is do or die.
Yeah.
And then they were like probably like looking, staring at each other, singing it. It was quite
Oh,
creepy.
shame. Okay,
But
that's intense.
yeah, it was intense. But it was a good match. Like Rhea did her thing. I feel like it wasn't.
So she apparently had a panic attack beforehand.
Oh really?
Yeah. So Becky Lynch had strep or something.
Yeah, they said that she got 102-degree fever or something.
Crazy. And then Rhea Ripley had a 2-hour panic attack earlier in the day, apparently, before the match.
Oh snap!
Because just nerves and stuff got to her, and she couldn't.
This is her first Mania. I guess as champion, definitely.
First Mania as champion. She's been on the main roster. She wrestled last year, I think. Actually.
I think she wrestled last year, didn't she?
Yeah, I think she even did one of the pandemic ones. I think she's been on the main roster quite a minute now.
Yeah.
But I think this is her first one going in as champion, and I think this is her first one where she's the first match also. I feel like that adds a lot of pressure also, because you're like, people are just turning this on. I don't want to be the reason that they turn it off.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, apparently she had a 2-hour panic attack, and then
damn.
Becky Lynch had strep. So if they did even had a halfway decent match, they did very well.
It was better than the Usos match. So.
Oh god!
Now the match was okay. It was like, I feel like Becky had the most of it. Like she was kind of on top for a lot of it.
Yeah.
And then Rhea kind of did a few moves. Becky did a few moves. They had a few things here and there, but it was a decent match. Like I wasn't mad at it.
Okay. Well, I missed most of that. What did you think, Cam? Do you remember it?
No, I don't remember much or anything that really happened.
We're gonna go through it, and I'm gonna keep asking you. You're gonna have to keep saying no.
I mean,
gonna keep asking.
I remember a few things, and yeah.
Yeah, so we'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah.
Okay, so next match I was here for, which was the 6-pack tag team ladder match. So obviously, Rhea Ripley beat Becky Lynch. So this match was chaotic. It had a lot of people in it.
Yeah, it's a fun match.
It was a fun match though, for sure. Definitely a fun match. Cam, what did you think about the ladder match? Two separate teams won.
That's true. Well, I think it's an interesting format that I've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I've seen a regular ladder match where there's one belt.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, there was 4 belts that they were going for,
Yeah.
which seemed a bit insane. And then it started with like 10 men in the ring, which is a bit much.
That's a lot of people for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know who won. Yeah, no, I couldn't tell you who won.
So the Judgment Day came in as champions, as both champions, and A-Town Down, which is Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
A-Town Down Under.
Sorry, yes, A-Town Down Under, which is Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, won the SmackDown belts, and the Awesome Truth, which is the Miz and R-Truth, won the SmackDown belts.
What's up? Raw.
Sorry, yes, the Raw belts. Getting everything mixed up. But yeah, that match was crazy. That match was the one that Drewski went semi-viral for, because someone was filming him, and like Pete Dunne got DDT'd through a table right in front of him, and he was like, and he just made a face. I was like, ain't no way this is fake. Because like literally like off the side of the ring, head first through a table. Like he's like, this is fake. Like, I'm like, bro.
There were some crazy spots in that match though, because like, there was the one where JD McDonough, obviously he came in out of nowhere, climbed the ladder, and then got pushed
off
through a table outside the ring. That was crazy as well.
And there was even a bit where Damian Priest and someone else, I can't remember who it was, were trying to climb up the ladder as the ladder was buckling.
Yeah.
Like, and the referee was just like, no.
Yeah.
You could just see the referee like, please don't climb this ladder. This ladder's about to collapse.
They fought on it though. It was with the Miz, I think.
Yeah.
Miz and Damien, they were fighting on it for a bit. And it's like, oh, this is gonna break in a second. And it was, and then R-Truth just gave him a new ladder. Like,
yeah. I mean, they handled that well because they couldn't just be like, hang on a minute, let's just stop.
Yeah.
And swap ladders. They handled it well to keep it with the action.
Yeah. And then R-Truth had the hot tag in it as well.
Silly guy.
What?
It's called a hot tag. So like when there's a tag team match,
a normal tag team
match, they have a hot tag. So like when one person's getting beaten up quite a bit, they'll have the other person on the ropes like, come on, like hyping up the crowd.
Yeah.
Come on, everyone, gassing everyone up. And then the person will make their way over,
eventually get the tag.
And then that person will come in like with
on
momentum,
fire.
Yeah, come out, take one person out, knock the person off the ring, DDT the other person, then gas up the crowd, and then hit his finisher or hit his signature or something. And obviously it's not a normal tag team match, so they shouldn't be doing that in this, but
R-Truth doesn't know what's going on.
R-Truth is R-Truth.
Yeah. His whole character is about how he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like he entered the women's Royal Rumble one time. I was like, where were the guys at?
Wait, I saw that. I was there. I
Oh,
was here.
we watched it like another time. No, I think we'd already seen it, but we just put it on the TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, his whole thing is about not knowing what's going on. But he won that match, and now he's the Raw Tag Team Champion. So shout out R-Truth, man. He's very old.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect, he's quite old. He's been in the industry for time.
It's crazy.
One of the greatest black wrestlers of all time, probably. So yeah, shout out R-Truth, man.
Did you, before you get into the next match, did you see Raw?
Oh yeah,
where he came.
That's my favorite moment on Raw. I was rolling. So actually, we'll discuss this later.
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
Let's get into it later. But there was a funny moment involving R-Truth, Rhea Ripley, and Damian Priest on Raw. Absolutely hilarious. I was rolling. So the next match, Rey Mysterio and Andrade with the LWO against Santos Escobar and Dirty Dom Mysterio and Legado del Fantasma in their corner. A normal, regular tag team match.
Yeah.
I don't really care about this. I can't lie.
I honestly didn't see any of it.
That match was in the Andrade was impressive though, because obviously I haven't seen him before. He impressed me.
Andrade is good.
Yeah.
He's
other than that, I didn't really care about it too much.
I like they did the rope spot with
Oh yeah.
I think that was one of the LWO guys. I can't remember which one, but
Did you see that
where they launched him?
Yeah. That was sick. He went far.
Yeah,
like, that was sick. But that match, who cares? Rey Mysterio and Andrade won. Some Philadelphia Eagles football players helped them. cheat, which was a bit rogue. But hey, they were in Philadelphia, so
Rey's a dirty guy and Rey's the heel turn.
Then Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. Jey won. Moving on. That match was, I can't lie, that match was tragic. Not good. Then the main event of the evening, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair and Naomi took on Damage Control. I enjoyed that match.
Match was good.
It was just good fun.
Yeah.
Like Jade, Bianca, and Naomi pretty much cruised to victory. It wasn't anything crazy or anything like that, but it was good fun. I liked their entrance where they came down off the podium as well. Bianca either being LaForge, I think his name is, from Star Trek, or Cyclops. I don't know which one. Naomi looked like she was being Beyonce. Jade Cargill looked like she was being Storm. It was a bit of a mismatch.
Yeah.
I don't know what was happening, but they all looked fire. The entrance was hard. Jade Cargill was always Storm, by the way. Like,
that's her tagline, isn't it?
Yeah.
She comes in in her entrance. She comes in with all the smoke and stuff. She's Storm,
and with her white hair and everything.
Yeah.
She's very inspired by Storm, apparently. But Jade Cargill looks crazy. Like, she looks so good, and obviously Bianca's a goat.
Yeah.
Naomi, the goat.
The goat.
Bianca's a goat. Naomi's the goat. Nah, I'm playing. But yeah, that match was a good fun match. Do you remember anything from that match, Cam?
I remember saying something about during the match. I remember speaking about the match while we were watching the match.
Like, this is the greatest night of my life.
I said, though.
Yeah, it was. I love this. This is the show.
I definitely did not say that.
You guys get a subscription for this?
Nah, man was like, let's go Bianca, let's go Naomi, let's go Jade. Asuka accidentally missed Kairi saying that was a moment in that match as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, good fun match.
And Jade does a finisher and then her pin. 1, 2.
Yeah, with licking the three. Crazy.
Licking the 3?
Yeah.
What?
Did you not see that?
So yeah, she does the 1, 2 where she's pinning the person, and then she does that, and she like that, and like licks the
She
3.
like grabs their leg and like pulls back and it's like licking down her body.
This is why I don't like wrestling.
Why?
That's just dumb. Why?
Why not?
Just act like normal human beings, please.
Bro, that might have been my favorite moment of the whole show. I am joking. I'm joking, but that's why it's done, because it's intriguing.
People like it.
No, I know that. I know why it's done, but also act like normal human beings.
Bro, you just want everyone to come out in black trunks, like just plain black attire, just come out, wrestle, pin 1, 2, 3, and just walk normally, march out the ring like this guy. He went.
You like Gunther?
Yeah, that's Gunther. That's Cam's guy.
Huge dude.
Yeah.
He looks like he swings his arms, he swings his legs.
Yeah.
He chops.
Yeah.
He boots. He pins. That's right.
I don't mind a bit of jumping off the turnbuckles or whatever. I don't mind.
Nah, unnecessary.
No, I don't mind it.
It's
definitely unnecessary, but I don't mind it.
If it's just like a crossbody, not like a flip.
Not like a flip or anything. just or an elbow drop.
Yeah.
Just an elbow drop for the top. No flips, no spins, no nothing. You used to like Jeff Hardy in that as well, like so.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's how you like things off the top. Yeah?
Yes.
But you used to like The Rock as well. Like, we're talking about the games mostly. You used to like The Rock. The Rock used to do mad, like, frivolous shit. Like, he'd be like doing the punches where he's punch. Doing all that.
Yeah, so I don't mind what he does, because obviously I remember playing the games, but also I really disliked the games back then also, at the same time. But yeah.
You just didn't like losing.
I didn't. Okay, that's true. I didn't like losing, but there were other games where I would lose and I would still feel happy. Yeah. I would lose in that game and I would feel terrible. I would hate my life.
But she's doing that to taunt. So she's like, I've won. I know I've won. I'm putting half my effort into pinning and half my effort into posing.
Yeah.
Because I've won. It's like Usain Bolt when he's like crossing the finish line. Yeah. He's beating his chest and like, he's like, I've already won.
He's easing off, looking around.
Yeah. The match is the race is still going on. The match is still going on. Technically, this person could actually kick out, but no, I'm showboating because I know I've won.
No one's kicking out of this finisher, basically.
Yeah. Showmanship. But anyway, I understand what you're saying anyway. Next match was Gunther, the ring general himself. The man who says the mat is sacred. He doesn't care about any bullshit. He's just like, get on the mat, wrestle in your black trunks, black boots. no extra stuff.
No knee pads, no like elbow pads, no wrist cuffs or nothing.
No, nothing. He comes out in a jacket. A black jacket at that, and that's it. Just a normal haircut. That's it. Just the ring is sacred. Go in.
His guy does do a little bit of he flick the jacket.
Yeah. But that's his guy. That's not him.
Yeah, it's not him. He takes off and flings it, and the guy's.
And he's always talking down to that guy. He says that guy ain't serious enough. So yeah, I get it. And he wrestled man like Sami Zayn.
Ooh.
This was a good match. This was a match that was I was surprised that Sami won, basically. But
I thought Gunther would lose, but then when Sami Zayn was the person, I was like, probably not.
Yeah, but I was surprised.
Yeah, same.
But it was a good match. Gunther 666 days as champion. On Raw when Sami said that, I was like, astaghfirullah. I was like, oh my days. That killed me. Raw was quite funny. But yes, Mark of the Beast, obviously 666, and Sammy's Muslim, so he's like, he had to ask for forgiveness for saying that word. But yeah, good match.
Yeah.
Sammy hitting a bunch of haluva kicks in front of his wife. As well.
Brainbuster on the that move was crazy
That
as
was
well.
crazy. That looked crazy.
That's when he dropped him on like the turnbuckle. He like flipped him, did like a picked him up upside down and just
dropped
him on his
him
head
down,
sort of
yeah.
thing.
Crazy stuff. Cam's like, oh, I don't think any of this. Cam's just like, nah, that's real wrestling. That's like none of this posing.
That's not what I'm
Just
thinking.
dropping his head.
I'm thinking we're just talking about Tekken. Like, you know, just looking off names of moves and
Right.
stuff.
King's move. King must have them.
Yeah, he has a bunch of things that I'm sure are just wrestling moves.
For sure. And then finally for night one, the Bloodline, Rock and Roman Reigns, they whipped Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins to establish that the night 2 main event was going to be Bloodline rules. So, what's your review out of 5, Cam? WrestleMania night 1.
Oh,
5.
no.
5.
4?
I don't know how to rate it.
Ty Dillinger, 10 out of 5.
I don't know. I don't have a scale to rate it on.
You coming back next year?
No,
Why not?
because I don't want to.
Coming to the Royal Rumble? Like, do another show, a different show.
No,
The Rock probably come back at the Rumble as well.
There's too many.
He'll
other
probably be
people.
back at SummerSlam. There's too many other people.
I'll watch The Rock wrestle. That's it.
Why just The Rock, though? The Rock
Because
is... He's not even... Like, I know you have... he's familiar. I get that part. And you have, you prior relationship with him from the games and stuff like that. But he is one of the more interesting characters, for sure, but one of the least interesting people to watch wrestle. Because he's an old man. You do
To
understand
be
this,
fair,
right?
he did well.
He looks
though.
good. He did look good, but also he looks good for an old man.
But I'm not trying to get into wrestling. And if I have to watch something,
Yeah.
I would rather watch something where I actually, like, if he does a Stone Cold, if he does the People's Elbow, I'm hyped no matter what, like,
Yeah.
regardless. I don't care whatever else happened in the match. I don't care.
Yeah.
If he does the People's Elbow, I'm like, okay, cool.
Which you saw
yeah.
on Saturday, yeah.
So, but to try and like watch someone else fight, like, I'm not gonna. I don't know their special moves. I don't know what the hell, like, when the hype moment. I mean, I'll have to just go off the crowd, but I'm not trying to do that because I'm not trying to get into wrestling.
Yeah, man's a hater.
I am certified, bro.
I mean, fair enough.
That's fair. Yeah.
I thought night one was cool. I'd give that like a 3 out of 5.
I'd give it a 3 as well. I did think The Rock that match was actually decent. Though, like
He took bumps.
he did
like,
well. Yeah. He took a spear from Roman, sold it like
sold that like it was death.
That was just so
People said Roman speared the rings out of that.
Yeah.
Man. That was crazy. Like,
he got people's elbowed through the table. Like he went through it. I thought he did really well.
yeah, for sure.
And everyone came to fight that night. Like Seth was doing moves. Roman was moving like I ain't seen Roman move like that since 2013.
People said Roman came to work that weekend. And,
Yeah.
like all 4 of them did. Honestly,
Yeah.
all 4 of them were like they were guessing, they were hyping it up beforehand. This is gonna be the biggest WrestleMania ever. It's like all 4 of them were like, we've been gassing this. We have to perform.
Yeah.
Like, so they woke up, they had their Weetabix, and they just went at it. Like,
I was expecting the Jimmy and Jay match to be what their match would be like. Just, psh, whoa, psh, whoa, psh, whoa, psh, whoa. That's what I feel like.
a lot
55
of
minutes.
flexing.
Yeah.
Like a lot of that walking around. Like a lot
staring.
of talking as well.
Yeah.
Like, you can't touch it. Yeah.
Both run into the ropes and shoulder barge each other.
Yeah.
Like all that. Nah, none of that was happening. There was a bit of it.
Yeah.
A bit of talking, but obviously, yeah.
You need that as well.
You need that at the
as
start
well. Yeah.
to build up hype. But they actually were they were doing moves. Like it was sick. It was a good match.
Good match. Went out of the ring into the crowd. All of
Yeah.
this good stuff. Like, yeah.
The Roman Rock telling the ref,
Don't you dare count us out. If you count us out, you're fired.
I'm your fucking boss. Don't count us out.
That was jokes. And then when he just hit a low blow directly in the ref's
Yeah.
face as well, I was like, this guy is taking piss. He just literally opened his legs and went, bow, right in the dick. I was like, oh, shame.
And Mama Rhodes, he didn't make thingy bleed though. Roman was bleeding, if anything.
Oh yeah, he had a busted nose. Didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah. But yeah, that match was good fun. But let's move on to night 2. because night 2 just got saucy. Like we had Snoop Dogg dancing with cheerleaders. We had a lot. It was a lot. So right, we have night 2 starts with Drew McIntyre. Why are you booing?
Boo. I was upset, man.
You was upset. You must be happy. Drew McIntyre beat Seth Rollins because Rollins was injured from the night before, basically.
Yeah.
They had a good match.
It was a good match, though.
But Rollins, too tired and beat up from the night before. He succumbs to Drew McIntyre. He says to Drew McIntyre, "You fucking deserve it," as he's walking out.
Yeah.
CM Punk was on commentary. Drew McIntyre gets on the commentary table. He's mocking Punk. He's like, "Look at this. Look at this."
After giving the title to his wife and showing her, like, I've done it. I finally done it. I've had my WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
And then goes to rub it in CM Punk's face.
And CM Punk says, "You know what? Enough is enough." Sweeps the leg, beats him up with it. CM Punk's injured, so he has an arm brace on. He takes off his arm brace, beats up Drew McIntyre with it. And then all you hear is the Judgment Day's music. Damian Priest runs down, cashes in the Money in the Bank contract on Drew McIntyre. 1, 2, 3. New champion. Drew McIntyre's reign lasted for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Cam's over there like, "Yo, that would have been so dope to see. I can't believe I missed it."
That's not what's happening.
What's happening?
You
You don't understand.
No. The thing is that 2 parts of my brain are conflicting right now. The one part is the part of me that doesn't like wrestling. The other part is the part of me that's like
That could be really cool.
That likes anime, that likes games, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the wrestling hate side is like, these are acting like kids. The other side is like, these are acting like people who watch anime. That's me. So it's like, I'm like, do I hate it? Do I like it? I don't know what's going on.
Bro, that's what I always say to you. It's funny that you have such a disdain for wrestling. Is that it just fits so well in with the rest of our like common interests that we have. Like and again, I will say to you, wrestling can be woeful. It can be tragic. It can absolutely be the most horrible thing on the planet. Mm-hmm. But right now, it's not that. So hey, we here, we're cooking. So we're gonna cook. Even though Bez doesn't like any of the champions really, but hey.
Recep Rhea.
Okay, yeah.
And the Awesome Truth.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like you said, like y'all said, wrestling literally could be really, really bad, and like I feel like it's been really, really bad for quite a while. Mm-hmm. But recently, it's been cooking. It's been 5 Michelin star. Like it's been good.
It's been good stuff. So what we were talking about earlier with Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley and R-Truth is there's been this long storyline of R-Truth thinking he's part of the Judgment Day group, which is Damian Priest with Rhea Ripley and others. And they've been going back and forth about it. R-Truth is confused. He says he's in it. They say he's not. They beat him up. They do all these things to him. He
says he's got jumped into the group.
Yeah.
So he's part of the group now.
So they've been having this long story with R-Truth. And it finally kind of seemed like R-Truth had got the message he's not in the Judgment Day. So on Raw, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, the rest of the Judgment Day come to celebrate. Rhea retained her title. Damian Priest won the title, beating Drew McIntyre, ending his 5-minute reign. So all you see is they talk about, they gas themselves up, they talk, they celebrate. Damian and Rhea hold up their titles.
The
and
camera just cuts to them too, like just literally their titles.
And all you see out of nowhere is R-Truth just popping out of nowhere with his new Raw Tag Team title right in the middle, cheesing. And you just see them both turn like, who the hell? And it's like, oh, this guy again.
Like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm bringing the title. I brought the tag team title back to the Judgment Day.
I'm celebrating with you guys. It was hilarious. I can't lie to you. I was cackling, like actually cackling. Like that. It was funny. R-Truth has fantastic like comedic timing. Like he's hilarious. He's hilarious.
Some of the stuff he's doing it's just so funny.
So yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. Right. So the next match,
Camlet.
This is tough.
It's just the gift of him.
Yeah,
his
just
pose
cheesing.
pops up.
And they're like, what the hell? Yeah, great stuff. I think I might make that the episode artwork. Just them three.
Really.
I'm going to try and get it where they're looking at him and he's got the title out. I'm gonna try
smiling.
Yeah. Right, so the next match was just silly. that it was the Pride, Bobby Lashley, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford versus the Final Testament, Karrion Kross, Akam, and Razor in a Philadelphia street fight with Bubba Ray Dudley as the special guest. This match was just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
It was just for fun.
It's so funny because whenever Bubba Ray's there, they have to have black people there just so you can tell them to get the table. Like every single time Bubba's there.
I didn't even make that connection, but it's true, isn't it? It's just
Every single time.
Every single time he tells a black, like if Devo's not there, it's the nearest black man that's there, like, that gets the table. So yeah, the match was fun.
It was fun. I didn't really watch it too much, but I feel like I was kind of like,
Dozing.
It wasn't dozing. I was like, this is a bit long. I'm not really interested in this match.
Honestly, I wasn't fussed about this match either. I just wanted to see Bobby Lashley and them man win.
Yeah.
But I was like, what happens in it? Not too fast. I'm just sure there's going to be tables broken, some trash cans, all of this good stuff. Obviously, Karrion Kross put his hands on Bubba. Bubba put his glasses on, told the black guys to get the tables.
They all slapped each other. Bobby! Angela! Just tell everyone, get the table!
They got the tables. They put Karrion Kross on the table. The table collapsed.
Yeah.
So they had to beat him up and get another table, and then they put him through that table. 1, 2, 3, they win. Good stuff. Nothing serious. I hope they can move on now because that beef is kind of dry.
Yeah, it's dead.
This match I didn't really watch. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. I heard it was good, but I didn't
It
really
was
watch
decent to be fair.
But LA Knight is cooking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So glad he won.
AJ's got a new theme song.
I didn't even hear that. I wasn't really paying attention. I saw that afterwards. I was like, damn. They ain't won. No,
Yeah.
Man. I hope it's good. That's what
It was good, but I like his old theme song, so I was a bit like, but it was good though.
They ain't won. No. Nope. They ain't won. Is it still hip hop? One? No.
Yeah, I think it was still.
Okay, good.
It was similar. It was kind of a similar vibe.
Okay, fair enough.
From what I remember anyway. I might have been. I watched it on the night, so it was probably like 3 a.m. when I was watching it. So I might have been half asleep.
Delirious.
Bit delirious.
This next match was fun. Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens and Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Logan Paul had the Prime bottle with him.
Yeah.
So what happens in this match? Logan tries to get Randy and Kevin Owens to fight.
Yeah.
They're like, no. They beat him up. They jump him. Eventually,
they have to, because Logan's out, so they're kind of like, okay, well, yes, we have to kind of start going.
I think they're like, no, we'll wait. And then Randy tries to RKO him. Like, I think something happens accidentally. No, yes. Logan pushes Kevin Owens into Randy. And Kevin is like, he pushed me.
Yeah.
And then Randy's like, oh, okay, cool. Never mind. And then Kevin Owens like, we'll let's beat him up some more, and then we'll scrap. Because these two, they're both good guys. Logan Paul's the bad guy, obviously.
It's a triple threat match.
And it's a triple threat match.
Oh, okay.
And Randy's like, yeah, let's beat him up some more, and then we'll fight. And then Kevin Owens goes to beat up Logan Paul, and Randy goes to turn him RKO him. And Kevin Owens is like, bro. Really? Like, yeah, Kevin Owens reverses it, and he's like, my dude, really? And Randy's like, hey, what can I say?
It's Randy. We all know Randy's out.
He's just like, I'm me at the end of the day. And they're like, okay, cool. So they start scrapping, and it becomes like a proper triple threat at that point. Then what happens? They go outside the ring. The Prime mascot person is there dancing around. Randy Orton's trying to beat up Logan Paul. The Prime mascot jumps Randy Orton. Takes off the mask. It's I show speed. Oh my god!
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
He's there hyping. He's swearing a lot.
Yeah, he had a potty mouth on him.
Yeah, he's swearing. The audio's cutting out because they're censoring his swearing. Randy Orton boots this man. He does the 300. This is Sparta. Boots him in his chest.
The top of the Prime thing fell off his head and everything. Like, he kicked him so hard.
He goes flying. Randy Orton RKO's also shows speed out of the Prime bottle. And Logan Paul gets the brass knuckles, starts punching people with brass knuckles, and eventually hits Kevin Owens with a frog splash and wins.
After Randy reverses the pop-up powerbomb into an RKO.
That was sick. I forgot about that. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Still not as good as the Seth Rollins one.
Nah.
But yeah, it was cool.
It was cool, yeah. And then, Logan's frog splash was sick as well. He got some mad height on that.
Air on that, sorry. Some hair on it. Some air on it. Yeah, that was a fun match, man. Logan Paul, for all his faults, he's pretty damn good at this wrestling shit.
He's a good wrestler.
Like, pretty damn good at this wrestling shit.
He's decent on the mic. Like, a good bad guy as well.
I don't like the fact that the Prime logo is in the middle of this damn ring now. But hey,
I didn't like that either.
Here's what it is. We're almost there, Cam. I know Cam's like, fucking hell. More matches.
This night was short. It was only 3 hours or 3 and a bit hours. I feel like, I think, because the first night was what, till 4:30 or something.
Yeah,
and the second night was like 3:30.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Then you had Bailey defeating Io Sky for the women's title. This was a good match. Bailey got her win. Good for her. Not much to say about this one, honestly, but good for her. Then finally, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Avengers Assemble match.
Yeah, literally.
This match was crazy. So as we said earlier, they had the tag team match the night before was to determine the rules for this match. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins lost, so this match was bloodline rules, which means anything goes. And basically anything did go. They had a good 20 minutes or so, 15, 20 minutes of just Cody Rhodes and Roman just wrestling.
I was surprised.
Good shit. I was surprised too. I thought they were just going to get straight into it. But they were like, nah, let's let these two cook. And cook they did. Like I said, everyone came to work. Everyone came to work. So they had a good, normal wrestling match. Barely any... Cody Rhodes took out a table. Roman Reigns put that shit back. Like, no, there was barely any weapons.
No shenanigans whatsoever.
No shenanigans whatsoever until Cody hit a crossroads, or was going to hit a crossroads, and Jimmy Uso pops up, super kick.
Yeah.
Then Jey Uso runs down to neutralize Jimmy. They spear each other off the ramp onto some tables.
Better than their whole match the night before.
Literally, that one moment was better. Yeah, for sure. And they're out of the picture now.
Yeah.
Now, Roman and Cody continue wrestling. Cody goes to hit his finisher again, or I think he actually does hit it. He hits it once. He goes for the second time. Solo Sikoa pops up. Samoan Spike. Roman. Spear. 1, 2. Kick out.
Yeah.
And Solo...
Actually, they did the tag team one, didn't they? Yeah.
And Solo starts screaming at Roman. Finish it! Finish it! And Roman's like, I know. And I'm looking at that like, raw Solo.
I was thinking that as well.
Got some hair in his chest. Like, how dare you speak to your tribal chief this way?
I was thinking the same thing. Like, damn, who Solo think he is?
Right, yeah. So, Roman's about to finish it. Out comes John Cena. John Cena takes out Solo. AA through the table. John Cena and Solo had... John Cena's last match was against Solo Sikoa, and John Cena's had beef with Roman Reigns before. So
Solo killed John Cena.
Yes.
Absolutely destroyed him.
So this all makes sense.
He AA'd Roman as well, didn't he?
He did. He AA'd Roman as well. And then it's, if you smell what the Rock is cooking. Rock comes out. He's got his
swearing, got held.
Yeah, he's got his People's Champion belt. He's angry. He's swearing. He gets in John Cena's face. They're staring each other down. The crowd is losing their mind. The Rock and John Cena in the ring together. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. John Cena goes to throw a punch. The Rock reverses it. Rock bottom. And then John Cena rolls out the ring, I think.
Yeah.
And then him and Roman start to get ready to be up.
Picks up the belt, Mama Rose belt.
Yeah, start whipping
Cody.
Then you hear Sierra, Hotel, Echo, Indigo, Lima, Delta, Shield. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. I was like, what the hell? Like, so I was so confused.
Yeah, same.
I was like, my mind went to Strange Patient. Well, I was like, is Dean Ambrose coming? I was literally like, how the hell did they pull this shit off?
Yeah, I was like, no way. I think that's probably what everyone thought. Even though there's no chance it's happening, that was everyone's first thought. Like, what?
Ambrose, what? Why? I was like, why the Shield music? But then, so Seth Rollins slides in the ring with a chair in his full Shield attire. And I was like, and it all made sense. I was like, he's mind games.
Yeah.
It's mind games. It's mind games. So as soon as Seth slides in with the chair, Roman Reigns punches his lights out. Superman punch.
Boom.
Seth gets no offense. Seth gets in the ring. Roman just punches Superman punch. He sees that Shield gear. He had that Shield music. He's pissed off.
Yeah.
So
The Rock's looking around like...
The Rock's just looking around like, what the fuck was that? Because like nothing happened. He got there. And he's ready to start whipping Cody. And you just hear, dong. Who's that? Who's that?
Lights go out.
The lights go out. Ah! Dong. You don't know who that is, for real? Close. His brother.
Triple H?
Oh my God. You know exactly who it is.
Stone Cold? What?
It should have been Stone Cold.
Stone Cold would have made less sense, honestly. The Undertaker barely made sense. Stone Cold would have made even less sense. So, the Undertaker comes out. He appears in the ring. The lights go out. Lights come back. Undertaker's in the ring. Behind The Rock. The Rock's looking completely the wrong direction. The Rock turns around. Undertaker. Choke slam. Lights go out. Rock and Undertaker both gone.
That was so funny.
The Undertaker took The Rock to the Shadow Realm. Like, teleported to the Shadow Realm. Right, so now it's in the ring. It's Seth laid out, Cody laid out, and it's Roman. And Roman's got the chair that Seth brought in the ring. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Seth Rollins turned on Roman Reigns and destroyed the Shield.
Why would I know this?
This is important. This is important law in this world, bro. Like, there's one thing that you know.
This is how long ago? Like 7, 8 years ago, maybe?
Maybe
less.
Maybe 10. I think it would have been 2014. Yeah, I think it was 2014.
Was that long ago?
Couldn't have been that long ago, because I remember when you was watching wrestling and I'm hearing about the Shield team, and this was, surely I was in college at that point, and 10 years ago
I think it was
in high school
I
still.
think it was mid 2014, because the Shield were 2013 was the Shield debuted in 2012. 2013 was the year that they were like just running crazy on everyone. Then they started to break up when they were feuding with the Wyatt family. Then they came back and were solid again. Then they were supporting like Daniel Bryan and whatnot. Then they were supporting Daniel Bryan and all of that jazz through his Yes movement and stuff, like slightly, not strongly, but slightly. Then off the back of that, they were fighting Triple H, Randy Orton, and Batista. And then after that, they broke up. I think it was 2014, because that's when Batista was there and it was Blue Tista and all of that stuff. Yeah, that was the same year as Daniel Bryan. Yeah, definitely.
That's crazy. Yeah. That'd be WrestleMania like 30, 31, wouldn't it? Yeah. So
WrestleMania 30.
So yeah, 10 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was definitely, because 31 was the year Seth Rollins cashed in on Roman. So it was definitely 30, after 30 that they broke up.
That's mad.
So anyway, Seth Rollins broke up the Shield. He took a chair to the back of Roman Reigns, and then he took a chair to Dean Ambrose as well. And Roman Reigns is now stood in the ring, steel chair in hand. His opponent, Cody Rhodes, to his right. Seth Rollins, the man who betrayed him 10 years ago, having the audacity to wear the gear that they shared together 10 years ago.
As brothers,
having the audacity to come to the ring with the entrance music that they shared together 10 years ago as brothers. They rode up and down the streets of America as brothers 10 years ago. And Roman's looking around. He's got this chair in his hand. Do I hit my opponent and win this match? Or do I hit Seth Rollins as retribution for betrayal? He goes after Seth. Sorry?
I said, ¿por qué no los dos?
Oh, yeah, exactly. He goes after Seth. And that was ultimately his undoing. In going after Seth, he allows Cody Rhodes to get back to his feet. Cody Rhodes grabs him. Crossroads. 1, 2, 3. The Tribal Chiefs' 4-year championship reign is over.
1,300 days or something like that.
Something crazy like that. Bloody hell. What a match. Fantastic. Fabulous stuff. 5 stars. Chef kiss. It shouldn't have been The Undertaker. It should have been someone else. But hey. Like, I understand. The Undertaker's the biggest star, for sure.
Yeah.
And Stone Cold probably told him no. They probably asked him. They probably told him no.
Yeah.
The Undertaker makes more sense with Stone Cold, because The Undertaker's actually wrestled Roman, and Roman beat him. He's got not the same history with The Rock, but he's got history with The Rock. Like,
yeah,
Stone Cold would have just been for vibes, honestly. Because
I guess unless someone, but there's no one else who could have come for Solo. Because John Cena could have come for The Rock, I guess.
Sami Zayn could have come for Solo.
He was there earlier though. He was there the night before. He didn't need to come again. Like, yeah, Jay.
No, but I've said. So,
I mean, Legends, like, kind of way, like.
So that's what I'm saying. So legend-wise, no one else could have come. But I'm saying for the story,
yeah,
I think Sami Zayn would have been fine.
Yeah.
Goldust would have been amazing.
Yeah, that's yeah. No, they should have had him come out at the end. just to.
He's still in AEW. It's just impossible. Same
but
thing
like,
with Ambrose.
not to wrestle, just to come in, no face paint, in a suit or something, like cheer on his brother.
I mean, they could have done, but I think that would have still been trouble to have him on camera.
Yeah, probably.
But Triple H could have come out because him and The Rock have had some back of like in terms of the thing. I know he can't wrestle anymore.
Hit a pedigree or something.
Yeah, and that would have made some sense as well. In terms of superstars, Undertaker, Stone Cold, they're about as big as you're gonna get.
Yeah.
But in terms of the story, I think there's other people that would have made more sense.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I don't mind. Still 5 out of 5 stars, man, just for the vibes. Then you have a big celebration at the end. Bare people came out. His mum, all the wrestlers. Seth Rollins looking dead,
beat up,
like on his last legs. Yeah,
I don't know if he was selling or if he actually was beat up.
He looked rough.
He looked rough.
So
he did look rough.
No one else was selling as hard as he was. Who was in the match. Like Rock wasn't, Roman wasn't, Cody wasn't.
It's true. Yeah.
Like Seth was like he could barely get in the ring. It looked like. Randy Orton came out. Jey Uso came back. Like it's crazy. Celebration. Cody says some words. We're in a new era. Invited Triple H out. We're in a new era. They played his theme song basically on repeat. It was going off.
Terrible. And
that was Mania. It was good. It was good. Cam, you're coming next year, man. It's gonna be even better. Next year, it's gonna be crazy.
And I doubt I'll be there.
We will be there.
We will be there. No matter what.
No matter what, we will be there.
But yeah, that's basically our review of Mania. Cam was there for night 1. Bez and I watched night 2 separately. All in all, good Mania. Wrestling is absolutely cooking. Well, WWE are cooking right now. AEW are on some bullshit. But WWE are absolutely cooking right now.
They are.
And I saw someone tweet earlier today. They were like, "What a time to be 11 years old." And I was like, I was busting up. But I was like, no, for real. Like, if this was my childhood, like, yo, nobody could chat to me. Nobody could chat to me. Like,
when we were 11, we had wrestling was good for us when we were 11. That was when we had like
Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero, who's a legend. Kane was doing bits back then. Undertaker was the guy. The Hardy Boys were around.
But I mean, when we were 11, it was okay. But like, we didn't have like that attitude era, like highs. We didn't have the Stone Cold like when we were young for that. Yeah,
true.
So it was fine, but I feel like right now is becoming to be on par with like that attitude era kind of moment. So I'm like, I get it. Like what? Like right now, since 2013, right now it feels like WWE especially has the most amount of star power that it's had that I've seen. Mm-hmm. Like, it's so bad that LA Knight is practically a superstar and there's literally nothing he can do because all the other superstars are also like busy. Like when you think about it,
I think he'll get a shot now though.
Yeah, he should do. Now that people are going away. Roman's going away. Rollins is probably going to go away for a minute. Like, so he should get a moment for now.
Yeah. I think because of obviously Roman's title reign, there was no one. LA Knight probably could have beaten him because he was hot, people loved him that much, but I guess Cody, people love him enough that it makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, you have like The Rock was there. Cena's popping in and out. You have Cody, who's massive right now. Mm-hmm. You have Seth Rollins, who's so hot right now. As you see people saying Seth Rollins was the MVP of the entire weekend.
He was.
Pretty much, isn't it? You got CM Punk, he's back. He's injured right now, but people... Everywhere you go, CM Punk. Drew McIntyre, who is killing me.
Cooking,
He's absolutely cooking. Like the Judgment Day as a group. I don't know about Damien Priest by himself, but like the group of the Judgment Day, sick. Rhea Ripley by herself is no joke.
Yeah.
Like Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill's setting up to be a superstar. Like there's so much going on. That I'm like, yo, this is a moment. Like being 11 must be so gas. Like, so gas. Like imagine like playing 2K or whatever. You have so many characters to choose from.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, yeah.
Whereas I've seen pictures from like 2014 and 2015. You have like Bobby Roode and like these random men who I don't even know who they are. Like just feuding.
The Bobby Roode slander is dread. But no, I hear it. Literally like 2014 or whatever when you got main events. Or like when Jinder Mahal was champion.
Yeah.
Like, all of that. Oh my. We have suffered. The Punjabi prison match. Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. What? That was horrible. I wanted to cry. I can't believe I sat through that.
I remember that as well.
Great Khali appeared. Oh my God.
Great Khali.
Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, wrestling went through it. They were bad at one point. But they've come out the other end now, and the Paul Levesque era
Yeah, we
is
cooking.
looking good.
We back. We so back.
Well, the Cody's champion is not a good thing, but we'll see.
It's going to be interesting to see how they handle him as champion, because the chase is always
Yeah.
the chase is quote unquote the easy part. The being the champion and making it credible and and maintaining the level that Roman's had this.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult. But anyway, Cam's getting bored. Let's get onto the watch list. Man's just on his phone scrolling. So you can start the watch list. Let's go.
The watch list.
I watched Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23, comedy show from like 10 years ago.
So yeah, sitcom kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I, over the past few days, rewatched Star Trek Lower Decks, the cartoon Star Trek. It's very fun, very funny. I've watched it like 4 or 5 times now, all the way through. It's top tier stuff. Can't wait for the next season. I finished Invincible. The last episode was a lot, in my opinion, was a lot better than the rest of the season. The last episode as a whole reignited the flame.
Oh really?
And I'm hyped for the next season.
Okay. Well, I watched. How many episodes? 7 episodes.
It's 8.
8 episodes.
And that's it. I haven't been to the cinema in time. Meant to be going to watch. What was the movie you said you watched?
Monkey Man.
Yeah, I'm meant to be going to watch that next week. But yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, cool. I'll go next because I watched Monkey Man, which it was decent. It wasn't great. It was good.
What genre is it?
Action.
Action. Okay, cool.
So yeah, do you know what the storyline is?
I read it, but I don't remember what it said.
So it's basically about this guy who his family's killed and he wants to get revenge for them, sort of thing.
Okay.
It's a good movie. But I wouldn't say it's like a 10 out. Like everyone's raving about it really highly, and I think it's a good movie. But it's not like I don't think it's as good as people are hyping up to be. But it is decent. I'd say it's worth watching for sure.
Calm.
And it's got good fight scenes and stuff. Like the choreography is really good in it. And then I watched. Obviously, Solo Leveling's finished now.
Oh yeah.
So
You finished it?
Yeah, sick.
So sick.
Very sick. I'm gonna have to start reading it because
It's so
I
sick.
think I have 1 episode to go of that.
I need to know what's going on, so I need to start reading that. One sec, my notion's messed up. I watched something called Ninja Kamui, the first episode of that.
My friend was telling me about that. Apparently, it's like a John Wick.
Yeah, basically, yeah. They killed his family, and he's gonna go and get vengeance.
Yeah, I downloaded all the episodes that's available for that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, this sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't started it yet, but it definitely sounds interesting.
Yeah, I started it. It does look good. It does look, but apparently it turns into a mecha. So I'm like,
I'm here for that.
No, man.
That's I'm gonna watch it when I get home tonight. I'm
Nah,
watching it.
put that in
it
the bin, bro.
Literally,
Mechas are horrible.
I haven't seen the mecha part yet, but that's what I saw someone on Twitter saying earlier. I was like, oh really?
What
Like,
mechas have you not even watched though? Like
Gurren Lagann.
yeah,
that was good though. Like the first half of that was
Geass.
good. Code
Geass was good.
Well, first of all,
That's
that was
the one
good.
mecha that is good.
Code
Second
Geass
of
is
all,
fine.
Yeah.
Gurren Lagann is fun as well, but I think Gurren Lagann is fun despite the mechas. Stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm trying to remember what
but
other mechas.
I've watched Gundam
I watched some of Gundam as well. I think I
from
watched one of the-
1969 or whatever it
What's
was.
the first one?
I watched Gundam #1 because
Oh, yeah,
we were
the
doing
challenge, innit?
the My Anime List
Yeah.
challenge. And I had to
yeah,
watch.
true.
So I started watching. I got like 3, maybe 4 episodes in it. I was like, fuck this shit. Like, no way, bro. But
I
nah,
watched Evangelion as well. I watched that. The Neon Genesis. And
Yeah.
I watched that.
Isn't that good?
I didn't like it.
I watched Bunny and
Tiger and Bunny.
Bunny.
Yeah.
Hated that.
Okay.
So we've seen some
Was that on
mechas.
Netflix?
Yeah, it was back
Yeah.
in the day.
Yeah, I think some mechas are just shocking.
There was another one that I was trying to watch that was on Netflix. That was like Cody or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I've seen enough mechas to know that I don't like mechas like that.
I think I'm just looking at which mechas there are.
The,
I watched Guilty Crown as well.
the mechas I like are usually despite like Code Geass is hard because Lelouch is a gangster. It's not
Yeah.
because of the mecha
Mechs, yeah.
nonsense.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep watching Ninja Kamui because it seems sick from the first episode. So I'm like, okay, it could be interesting.
See where it goes.
Yeah, see where it goes. And then I watched Limitless, the film, just because I was bored. So I was like, well, what can I watch? And yeah, watch that. Sick film. Obviously, it's an old film, but it's very
Did you ever
good.
watch a TV show?
Yeah, that was quite good.
It was alright, yeah.
Watched Physical 100 season 2, which is basically Blue Lock, but for strength tasks and stuff. But it's very sick. It's a Korean game show. Very good. Watched something called Borders, which is about these 5 black teenagers who go to a boarding school, which is obviously predominantly white, and they're like, I think they get scholarships to go there just because the community, the school has an issue, like a image issue, and then they have to then bring in these black children to kind of up their image and do stuff for their image, and just them lot being there. It's an interesting show. It was quite good. It's only 6 episodes as well. And then I watched Renegade Nell on Disney Plus, that was good. Quite enjoyed that. About this girl who goes missing, comes back, and then she's got like this kind of spirit thing that gives her powers. Yeah, it's a good show. I watched Roadhouse, that film, the new film with Jake Gyllenhaal and Conor McGregor.
Oh yeah.
Which that was decent actually. It was better than I thought it would be. Good action scenes and stuff. Conor McGregor was funny in it. But yeah, it was a good film. I'd recommend that if you just want to need some good background stuff. Yeah, that's me.
So for me, not too much this week. I watched the Vince Staples show, which is quite funny.
Oh, is it actually funny?
Yeah, it's quite funny. It's good.
I've been meaning to watch that.
There's only 5 episodes as well. I watched it in one evening. And they were like, 20 minutes. So I watched it literally one evening. It was good. Watching The Game as well. Finished season 2 on season 3 now. Cam having to disturb Cam every other day about the show. But it's good stuff, man. That's why. 1 episode away from finishing Solo Leveling. Still watching Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. And also X-Men 97 as well. And that's basically me.
Calm.
So, yeah.
Wait, what was the last thing you saw in Solo Leveling then?
He just fought like this guy, that fight was crazy.
The
knight in the armor, and he's just realized that he was proper like, I just got the stone, this, that, the third, and then the other knights came, and he was like, oh my god, I've got to survive for 5 minutes or whatever, and that's it. He loses the teleportation stone, and he's currently
screwed
in that predicament.
Yeah.
So 1 more episode to go. So, but that fight was the show's been great, but that fight I was like, yo, this is gas.
That was peak. That was the peak, bro.
I thought they do it so well because every time you're like, how's he gonna get out of this one? But he's going to because he's the main character. But you're like, how's he gonna win here? It just does it. I don't know that he does it. He just does it. It's so sick. Man.
He just levels up. No, it's crazy. Good, such a good anime, man. Shout out Solo Leveling.
I forgot actually. Muscle season 2 is finished now as well, which was good stuff.
That's on my list. I'm gonna get to that at some point.
Yeah, good stuff.
But we will close off on this song from M24, track entitled Love Don't Live Here. But like I say, make sure you follow us on Twitter at 5 Letters Podcast, and on Instagram and YouTube as well. We're there at 5 Letters Podcast. But for another 2 weeks, we're out of here. Let us know if Drake dropped. Let us know if Kendrick responded. Let us know if anything happens in that rap war. But M24, Love Don't Live Here. We're out here. Peace.
Love don't live on a block no more. Spent most of my life getting stereotyped. Most of my life getting bagged by feds. Booted up on them devilish nights. I was grinding way before this music ting. I was upside putting pebbles on lines. Now I'm streaming my shit worldwide. It goes down when it's demon time. Benz got hit with a leading role. There ain't no love when they're dishing out birds. Slums got grabbed in a car with a spin. EDS gotta do 2/3. Love don't live in the streets no more. There ain't no love. Three of my bros in a fucking slumber. Rest out the ones up above. You abandoned me, now you ain't got love here no more. Used to come to my crib, now you can't even come here no more. Used to be part of my team, now you ain't got love here no more. Fetch when I whap in a car, I can't keep my gun there no more. You abandoned me, now you ain't got love here no more. Used to come to my crib, now you can't even come here no more. Used to be part of my team, now you ain't got love here no more. Fetch when I whap in a car, I can't keep my gun there no more. You abandoned me and now you can't hang with me.
The 5 Letters Podcast.